Pan-African Parliament proceedings have been suspended for a month. This follows chaos that broke out in the House on 3 occasions when parliamentarians could not agree on the voting process. Now, PAP, which is based at Midrand here in South Africa, is the legislative organ of the African Union. Now, after the parliament grabbed all the headlines across the African continent, many have asked whether is it still relevant. Newzroom Afrika's Mbali Tetani takes a look.
The Pan-African Parliament is a platform that was established 17 years ago as an organ of the African Union. Its mandate is to look into problems and challenges facing the African continent. The 4th ordinary session of the 5th Pan-African Parliament meeting was opened last week. As matters of the House got underway, the voting in of a new leadership was top priority. Following this, the House descended into chaos when parliamentarians could not agree on a rotation of power according to the regions. PAP's relevance has been called into question following the chaos, and some are asking what has it done since its establishment in 2004.
There are good efforts that this parliament has done. I can maybe mention 3 or 4, and maybe those 3 or 4 will be beginning with their fact-finding missions in the conflict zones, like in Chad, in Mali, Zimbabwe. They have even pushed the case of Western Sahara. But you might ask how? Resolutions, recommendations, and remember that they don't have legislative powers. 7 years ago, in Equatorial Guinea, they had Malabo Protocol, which was supposed to be ratified by 28 countries. So far, we have 12, including the host country, us. We have not ratified that Malabo Protocol.
Meanwhile, another analyst on African matters has shared a different view on the need for a Pan-African Parliament.
I think the Pan-African Parliament has not done anything tangible, as far as I know. It looks very toothless and wasteful from my side. There's a lot of expenditure.
PAP is funded by the African Union through its member states, but it's also funded by the South African government as the host nation. Some parliamentarians have also accused the Pan-African Parliament of wasteful expenditure.
In 2017, our budget was $22 million. This year, 2021, our budget is reduced to half that amount, to $11 million. And that is because it was considered that it would be a year of low activity because of the constraints imposed by the pandemic.
PAP has denied allegations of wasteful expenditure, adding that it has a key role to play on the African continent.
I can understand the frustration of citizens and onlookers in that until we actually start making legislation, it's difficult for one to measure the milestones of our achievements.
While the Pan-African Parliament proceedings are suspended for a month, members are saying they are consulting on whether to hold new leadership elections in October. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mbali Tetani in Johannesburg.